Hi there, welcome back. The coronavirus pandemic has already forced the Australian Open to be delayed until February, and another sporting event in Melbourne looks set to be affected as well. Craig Slater joins me now. What can you tell us about F1 then?
Well, I can tell you that the Australian Grand Prix, which was set to be the season opener for the 2021 season, will be postponed. It hasn't been postponed yet. I don't expect an official announcement today or in the next few days, but one insider has told me that it is impossible that it can take place under the current COVID restrictions in force in Australia. You may ask me, how is it that the Australian Open tennis can go ahead, but the Formula One can't? Well, in line with the tennis, they were going to have a 2 to 3 week quarantine for F1 staff coming to the race in Melbourne. Now, given the numbers involved, in excess of 1,500 people that they need to fly in to hold the Grand Prix, and also significantly because of the disruption that would have caused to Formula One pre-season testing, which is absolutely vital to have before the season gets underway. That kind of situation is unworkable. Now, the race hasn't been cancelled. The hope is that it will slot in at some point later in the season, probably towards the end of the season. But what we're looking at now is that the Bahrain Grand Prix, which was the third and second race from the end of last season, will start the year in 2021 on the 28th of March. We shouldn't be too downbeat about it all, because remember, there's still a provisional 23 race calendar, and F1 in their official response to all of this, although they haven't confirmed that the race in Australia is postponed yet, have said this. They've said, in 2020 we proved we could return to racing safely and delivered what many thought was impossible in March of last year. We have set out our calendar and look forward to the return of F1 in March this year, but that will now, as I understand it, be March 28th in Bahrain rather than March the 21st in Melbourne.